The MEC brought the championship back to Mondello Park again this year to add racetrack-based sprint action to the series. 63 competitors made it to the start, with lots of race faces added to the field. There would be quite a rate of attrition, as some cars succumbed to the stresses of being fully worked by the constant curves of the track. John Donnelly prevented round 8 winner Gary Egan from entering the top 10, despite completing just one run. Egan, sharing with Billy White, was experiencing some gear selection problems. There was no saloon in the entire top 10. Tom Connolly was one of the guests increasing the ranks of single-seaters and sports car drivers, taking 9th overall in his Radical S. Russell Stanworth felt at home on the track in the Reynard Opel Lotus, enjoying a nip-and-tuck battle with Derek Daly, who got the edge on him by just over 6/10 in his Class 6 Formula Renault. Rory Stevens' Radical SR8 became more of an SR7, dropping his cylinder and oil pressure. It looks like this engine is protesting as we reach a very intense sequence of weekends in the championship. Former multiple Hillclimb champion Michael Roach, who prefers track-based events these days, was 5th in his OMS 2000M, behind last year's title contender Michael Connolly. Michael was repaying the favour of borrowing Sylvie Mullins' car for this event last year by lending his to Mullins. Despite the Gould not running perfectly on song, Sylvie used it to great effect to hold off this year's championship contender Robert Dwan in 3rd. Rob would still take the points for 2nd in the championship, as the Gould driver is not championship registered this year. Rob was having troubles of his own, with an engine burning more and more oil as the day progressed.
You just done run 4, Rob?
Yeah, 4. I haven't seen a time for it yet, nothing came up on the clock, so don't really know how it went. Thought it went a little bit better.
How much time are you looking for?
Well, I haven't seen Joe's time for 4, but I think it was 1.8 after 3.
Meanwhile, Joe went about his business sublimely, improving on his times from last year, with improvements to his suspension. This win really consolidates his 2017 results, with his rival's machinery looking distinctly fatigued at this stage.
Joe Courtney, it's gone well for you today, Mondello.
Yeah, it's been nice to come back to this after the weekend we had 2 weeks ago in Limerick. Delighted with my own times, quicker than last year. Haven't seen the final timesheet now yet, but and a great job by the club again, 5 runs in.
I just actually had a look at the timesheet myself there. You're a tiny bit slower actually on the 5th run.
Okay, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Class 6 is the super single-seater class for cars with up to 2100cc and 2 valves per cylinder, and 1650cc with more than 2 valves per cylinder. This class can produce overall event winners, as Rob Dwan and Gary Egan have proved this year. By the end of the MEC weekend, these two would actually be equal on points in the class. But drop scores will come into effect once drivers have scored their best 10 results. Billy White is currently 3rd, sharing the Formula Renault. He was 2nd overall at round 8 in Limerick. John Donnelly scored a class win and 3rd overall at round 4 in Wexford this year. He currently lies 4th in the class contest. 5th is John Mahon, who's having a tough year mechanically in his DJ, which can be very competitive when its transmission holds together. Unlucky 13th overall here at Mondello. As well as Derek Daly joining the class for the weekend was Brian McMahon, 15th in another Formula Renault. Brendan Keane made a return to the championship in 3B in the Westfield and took a class win from Peter McKinley. Seamus Morris shut the door on the opposition with another class win in Class 10. Martin Flanagan was 2nd in the class and moved up to 3rd in the overall Saloon Championship, behind an absent Ben O'Brien and Dara Fay. Dara was sparing his Sprint Swift for Donegal and used his rallycar version to continue his unbroken haul of maximum Class 1 points this year. Visitor to the class Lewis Dunlop took the win in his Mini, but no points. Vincent Deary has made the switch from the Nova last year to a Lotus Exige and won Class 3C, which was missing both Gary Cunningham and Paul O'Connell this weekend. Tommy Gardner won Class 2 in his Honda Civic, closing in on newlywed Willie Barrett, who's been enjoying a honeymoon period at the lead of the class championship. B was for victory for Enda Byrne, who recorded another Class 1 win in the Volkswagen-derived car. while John Whitley took the maximum points in the Swift Formula Ford. John Kennedy is streaking ahead in Class 3A this year with his Dax Rush, uncontested championship-wise, on the Saturday at Mondello. Clive Brandon was the fastest in the Historics on scratch in the Lotus Europa Type 47. The racetrack-based event attracted no extra rally cars to Class 8 this time, so David Byrne took the win while mixing it with the Class 1A and 2 1600s. Donal Ryan claimed the Rally Class 9 award in his rear-wheel drive Starlet. A win for Danny Hurley in the Centos starts a late rally to displace Damien Walsh from the top of the class. This could go either way over the next 5 rounds. As in Limerick, weather looks to threaten the result of Sunday's round of the championship at this same location.